Can you put car tint on your windows in your house? Why not?
Desert King Windows, we knock out the weather.
So can you put car tint on the windows in your house? Long story short, I'm afraid not. If you did do that, you're only blocking out a little bit of the light, and that's it. You're not blocking out the heat. You're not replacing the windows with the seals and all of that stuff. It's gonna bubble. And if you put car tint on an already somewhat energy efficient window, you're actually gonna ruin that window because it heats up. So here's what we do. What we have for our windows, and a good manufacturer of windows, they're gonna put on what's called low E glass. Low emissivity glass is what it stands for, okay? And that is the kind of tint that you see here. We don't like to use the word tint because we kind of feel like that's a 4-letter word. And the reason is because you think about the 89 Datsun that you had back in the day that had all the bubble tint going on in the back windshield. That's why we don't call it tint. Low E coatings are layers of silver dioxide, typically silver dioxide. It's not just that, but that's the most popular one to use. Cardinal Glass is the top manufacturer in glass in America, bar none, okay? And they make it simple, okay? It's not gonna sound simple at first, but bear with me here. They have the 340 glass, the 452, and the 366. Whoa. What does that mean? I'll tell you what it means. What it means is 340, 3 layers of low E coatings. Then 40% is the visibility. So 340, 3 layers of low E, 40% visibility. 366, 3 layers of low E, 66% visibility. 452, 4 layers of low E, 52% visibility. Which one's the best? Well, that's an easy answer. Whichever one is best for your home. Because there isn't one that's just gonna be best for everybody. It's what's best for your home. If you live in Phoenix, Arizona, if you live in Las Vegas, or where it gets extremely hot, maybe you have the south side of your house and that's where your TV room is, and you wanna reduce the light, 340 is gonna be the best for you. Or maybe you live in one of our Texas markets, San Antonio, where 366 is going to be the better option for you because it's going to allow in more light, but it doesn't give you too much of the heat protection because, well, it'd be overkill. 452 is actually the newest on the market, and this one actually gives you some of the best ratings, but it still reduces the light. And so it's kind of a trade-off. Do I want to reduce the heat and UV rays, but I don't want to reduce light, and it's kind of that trade-off. You got to do what's right for you. So, of course, you can skip the low E if you wanted to, but I wouldn't recommend that. Even if you have 2 panes of glass, it only stops about 40% of the UV rays, so 60% of them are coming through. UV rays is what damages your furniture, fades your flooring, your curtains, your blinds that are there. That's what dries them out. UV rays are what's harmful. It's what gives you a sunburn. So what these do is they reflect direct UV rays. Each one of these does it a little differently. These particular 3, so let's see here. The 366, it reflects 95% of UV rays. Then when you get to the 452 and the 340, it reflects 99% of the UV rays. So your furniture won't fade, those drapes will stay nice, you don't have to worry about any of that. So that's what I mean by what's the best low E out there is what's right for your home, okay? And then the last thing I want to add to that is the bubbling. Okay, the reason why you want to go with low E is because it's never going to do that bubble like on the 89 Datsun. It's never going to do that. It's under a lifetime warranty as well. We've been doing this for 25 years now. We've never seen it happen to this low E because it's baked into the glass. It gets applied and baked in and applied again and baked in and applied again and baked in. That is going to keep it from bubbling. So if it ever did happen, it's under a lifetime warranty. Choosing new windows can be overwhelming. But our free window buyer's guide makes it simple. No overcomplicated jargon, just facts to help you decide with confidence. And don't forget to get 3 bids. And if you're in one of our markets, add Desert King Windows to your list. You'll be glad you did.
We use the best windows, 'cause nothing works better. Desert King Windows, we knock out the weather.